quick update before the review. We actually want to start owner's review, reviewing your own car on our channel. So we actually need your help. And we want to make this global tour, but why don't we start from Korea first? I'll leave my email below here, so let me know a little bit about your car and also let me know your contact number if you're interested. Okay guys, now let's get back to the review. Hello, welcome to Asian Picture. It is February 19th here in Korea. It's about 6:51 p.m. So good evening to you guys. Today we have a Kia Soul EV actually. This is actually based on third generation Kia Soul, and this is a second attempt at Kia's EV model with Kia Soul. It's got a charger here. I'll put B-roll because the engine is on. It's not opening. It has a full LED headlamp system here. So I just wanted to give you another night drive on this Soul EV. It's a very boxy looking car. It's very cute. I love the design. So we're gonna just show you the lighting system, the front and back, and also show you the interior and take her for a quick night drive. Before we begin, if you love cars and car reviews, please do support us by subscribing to our channel and also hit the bell notification so you don't miss out in the future. Thank you guys, and let's get started. If you see, I'll just put a B-roll here too, but there's no grill because there's no engine to cool off, but there's two openings on the bottom, and there's a radar cruiser sensor for the smart cruise control, and we have a full LED headlamp system. That's for the headlamp, high beam, fog lamp, and also turn signal. Okay, so let me just show you the turn signal. So it blinks like that. I think it looks very cute. This is actually blue color. Looks very cute. I'll also put some pictures as well. Same Kia logo here. And because this is an electric car, we have a blue license plate. So, okay, so looks pretty nice from the outside. And from the side, still same good old boxy looking car. We also have a Soul lettering here. It's a very cute. It's got a Nexon tire. I really don't really like this tire because you know, it's got so much power. It makes about 204 horsepower and 291 pound-feet of torque, and it's all sent to the front wheels. And you know, I don't think this tire has a good grip, and it snowed a lot here in Korea about 2 days ago, and they put lots of calcium chloride on the road, and we're just slipping too much all over the place. Okay, so let me just show you the second row seat quickly. Okay, so whoop, lock the door. And this was where I was sitting. But because this is so much a boxy car, there's a generous headrest. There's about a good amount of my feet can fit between my head and the ceiling. And it's got good, you know, footrest. Good room for my feet, so it's quite comfortable. Window goes all the way down like that. Very good. I wish there was a manual sunshade, but doesn't have it. Two-stage heated seats, and it's got good armrest with two cup holders. No air vents, unfortunately, for the second row passenger seat, but it's got one fast charging USB port. And you know, if you can get it also with a sunroof, but our tester has a dual toned roof, so we don't have a sunroof on the top. Okay, so okay, let me just show you the rear design as well. It's a very boxy looking, like I said. It's got a Kia logo here, some wind wipers. The water comes down this way, and it's got very distinctive tail lamp, but only this part lights up. I'll put a B-roll for that when you brake. It says Soul EV. So, because it's an electric car, there's no actually muffler at the back. It opens up very nicely, and there's some cables here, and also under there's a fix a flat kit, and yeah, some cables. Okay, so that's also very nice. Got some cover here, and you can of course for the second row seats to yield more room. Okay, so that's a little bit about the rear design. Let me just show you the first row seats. Okay, so like I told you, this is an electric car, so we have a 7-inch gauge cluster. It's got energy flow in the middle. It will show you various information. It will also show you like how economical you drove, aggressive you drove, things like that. And to the right, we also have a 10.25-inch infotainment screen, which is very nice. It responds very nicely. But I think the overall shape, this oval shape, circular outline shape, seems to be copied straight off the Mini Cooper. But other than that, it's got very good physical buttons and dials on the bottom, and it's a very nice system. And we have one automatic window, only for this side. Other ones you have to do it manually. You can fold the side mirrors like that. Pretty nice. What else? We also have, what did I not tell you? Oh, this, it also has a vehicle, electric vehicle thing going on here. Let me just show it to you once again. We also have EV section here. This shows the map. With the, right now we have a 210 range left, and you can, it's showing how much we can travel. So we cannot go any further than right here. So it's just showing on the map. So it's, yeah, I like that. It's so it's more convenient to show. And it will also show you, like with the DC charger, it will take 1 hour 30 minutes to 100% charge. With the just AC, it will take about 5 hours 20 minutes. So that's also showing about the energy. So that's pretty cool, I think. Eco driving, history, wow, EV settings, and you can also do lots of things like that. Okay, so that's also very nice. On the bottom, we also have good physical buttons for the climate control system. This one is actually for the driver only, which shuts off all the air conditioning or heaters except for the driver's side, so that it will stay more efficient. And I just wanted to show you more interesting. Okay. There's a 4-drive mode. Right now we have the heaters on. When you put the car into, if you want to go to Eco Plus, you actually have to hold on to the driver mode. And when it goes to Eco mode, it completely shuts off the heater, everything. So let me just go back. You see, the heater is back on. Let me just put it onto Eco Plus. It just shuts off everything. So to stay more efficient, I think that's a very interesting, and I think that's a little bit too much, I think. But Eco Plus mode is very maximum mode. You actually have to keep on pushing down, and I think that's also a very good, good take on the being very economical. We also have a wireless charging pad here, one 12-volt charging, one USB charging, one fast USB charging. This also supports Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. We also have a 3-stage heated ventilation seats, drive mode button, auto hold, although this is an electric car, but you can still, don't have to keep on braking yourself. So on the signals and everything. So heated steering wheel, electric parking, which is very nice. Cup holders, there's some room here too, 2 cup holders, and there's also a good amount of storage area here. And I wanted to also show you, on the daytime review, I told you I was gonna show you the sound mood lamp. So let me just turn on the
사정이
radio.
그닥 좋지는 않아 영화나 연극을 자주 관람할 수는
So when it's
없었지만
on,
그래도 기회가 된다면 꼭
This part lights up, and on the bottom too, and right here.
50원 유료 문자 100원의
It's,
ኪ문자
I think
고릴라로
it's hard to
사월
see,
4일
but
토요일까지 일선 킨텍스.
I'll just put a B-roll as well.
자동차는
But
이렇게
The latest comments by the
You see it?
president come as a federal judge
Right here
refused to delay
and right
sentencing
here.
for Roger.
So it will, according to the music,
it will actually, you see it?
법원의 판결은 엄밀히 따지면
Right there.
타다의 사업 방식입니다.
반 논란인 15번 환
다며
So,
거의 마무리된
it's only for the front seats.
아니면
And you know, it's got
작은 교회와
very good sound system. We also have it's a combiner type, but head-up display on the top. So it takes a little bit of time, but it will come out like that. Okay. So do let me know what you think about the interior. We also have dial type gear selectors, just like the one from the Kia Optima. It's very straightforward to use. You just keep on pressing on the brakes, turn left to go to reverse. When you do turn on to reverse, the camera comes on. Neutral, drive, and park system. I'll show you when we drive, but even if you accidentally press it, it will not go into parking or reverse while you're driving. Okay, so I think I showed you everything about the car. So let's go drive it. Okay. So let me just show you the headlamp system. This is DRL headlamp, high beam, fog lamp, and turn signal. Okay, and this is what horn sounds like. So cute horn sound. All right, now let's go drive this car. Alright guys, now we are on the road with Soul EV, and although this is an electric car, I don't think you have to sacrifice much with this car, because visibility, you know, you can notice just by looking at the car from outside. It's got big windows all around, and you know, it's got big side mirrors too, and you know, we also have adaptive cruise control. I just set it to 30 kilometers per hour, and it will come to a full stop. And you know, once the lead car departs within 5 seconds, it will follow it automatically. But if it exceeds 5 seconds, it will just say switch or pedal to accelerate. So it's a very good system. It also have lane keep assist. Just like any other Hyundai Kia system, it will, you know, mostly do all the work as long as you have your hands on the steering wheel. And you know, it's got lots of good things here. You know, head-up display is also good, and it's got lots of driving aids, so you can't really, I mean, because it's an electric car, you don't have to sacrifice much. Good visibility and drive very smoothly. Oh, and it also has a regen braking. I don't know if you can see it. We actually have a paddle shifters on each side. This one lessens the regen braking. On the left one increases it. There's total 4 mode. This one's like completely off. That's 1, 2, 3. So you can choose between like 4 of them. Okay, so right now we're in eco mode, but eco mode is still drives very nicely. Like I said, it snowed a lot here in Korea about 2 days ago, and you know, the government and city officials put lots of you know, calcium chloride on the road, so it's very slippery. And you know, the tire is from Nexon, and it's wearing 205 by 17 inches front and back, and like I told you, all the power is sent through front wheels. Do you see the ESC coming on? So I don't think these tires are having sufficient grip for this car. So I think maybe better tires would give much better performance on this car. Although it's a slippery, we did a 0 to 60 acceleration test, and it took Soul EV about 8 seconds. But I think it can do even like a low 7 seconds if the surface was dry and good. So it's a very quick car. I can post a video. It's so powerful. It peeled out the front tires for a long time, and I think I'm just gonna put that on the video because it's very interesting. As you can see, because the battery is placed under the floor, it's very quiet. Some of the Hyundai and Kia products will have some noise coming from the bottom rather than from the side, but this is an electric car, so big battery sits under, so it's very quiet in here. So it also has all the good navigation system, so please be quiet. It does pinch and zoom, and this 10.25-inch system is very nice. It's a little bit low, wish it was a little bit up, but nonetheless it's a very good system. Okay, so it's a very good system. We also have a physical buttons on the bottom, which is very, very nice as well. Okay, so it's got heated steering wheel, it's got everything, so it's pretty nice. There's lots of cars today here. So this is actually with the EV mode, so which is very good. Let me just show it to you with this normal mode. Okay, so this is with normal mode. So it's just like any other electric cars. It pulls very hard at low speed, and when you ask it to go on high speed, it tends to the power tends to fade away quite a bit, unless you're driving something like a Tesla Model S P100D. But this car, when you do put it onto sports mode, it changes behavior quite dramatically, and it just drives quite nicely. And when you do put it onto sport mode, right now we have it onto sport mode, it says 198 kilometers, right? When you do put it back to eco mode, it just says 211, which is saying you're gonna drive sports mode because it's gonna take some more gas. Okay, and like I said, we have regen braking. Out of 4 systems, my favorite is actually the third one with the 2 arrows. With this one, you can do one pedal driving because the regen brakes comes on hard. You don't have to actually press brakes if you're careful enough. Okay, so what about the range? Here in Korea, Kia says this Soul EV, this actually is a long range model. You can choose between 2 battery packs here in Korea, 64 or 32 kilowatts hour. And our tester is a long range model with a 64 kilowatts hour battery pack. And here in Korea, Kia says this car will drive up to 386 kilometers, which is about 240 miles. And but I don't know, because I've been driving like this whole day, so I wouldn't know. But it seems to be okay. I mean, rather than Ioniq, and also this first generation e-niro, I mean the Soul EV, which only had 32 kilowatts hour battery. This has a double battery system, but it's not going to double the actual range, but it seems to be quite good. And when you ask it to go, it kind of really goes. So the regen brake, you can notice it's there, but it's not. I think they're becoming better with it. you can certainly feel it's there, but it's less artificial than before. So brakes are also pretty good, and it's got lots of torque. You probably all know electric motors do have instant torque, so it just happens like that. It's more noticeable on low speed driving, but this is pretty fun too. It just the sole, I love sole because it looks so cute. It's boxy looking, always convenient and also practical, and very funky looking too. Very cute. And they made an electric car of this, and I think it's very nice. And lots of questions, even my friends ask me, like, would you buy an electric car? With a 64 kilowatts battery pack, yes, I will consider buying it as my second car, alternative car. But I'm not quite sure whether if I can only have one car, probably not. Tesla's saying they're gonna have a better range, but if it becomes like 500 kilometers, maybe. But because even driving this car for like 2 days, I always have to think about it. There's a range anxiety. I have to keep on planning. Would it be okay to go here? Is there a charging station if something happens? So there's still range anxiety. So I would personally will have a gasoline or hybrid car, some sort of as my first car, a primary car. And this car, maybe if I do commute short drivings, then it'd be good as my second car. So that's my thought about it. So guys, do let me know what you think about having, would you buy an electric car yourself? So that's my question. So let me know in the comment section. Like I said, I could not really take this car around corner hard. I'm sure this car will, be very fun, but it was very, very dangerous today, very slippery. And with the 205 Nexon tires, I think Kia really should think about having another supplier, because this tire really does not grip at all. You see, right now. Like that. It just doesn't hold it. Yeah. It just doesn't hold it. So maybe Michelin has some better tires. Probably because this is fuel efficient tires. And regardless that, they should have chosen better tires, I think. Okay, and I personally think this car would be a lot more interesting if it had, just like Tesla, drop another motor at the rear and give it lots of power and call it a K-line, just like a, Hyundai does with N-line. Call this K-line or something. And it would be very, very interesting. I think it will be more fun than the Hyundai Veloster N, because look, it's very fast. It just instant torque happens just like that. Boom. So it's a very fun system. And when you feel like it, you can just dial it back to eco driving and set the cruise control like this, and it will just like any other Hyundai cars, this will actually steer itself for you and keep a safe distance with the car in front. Okay, so I like this kind of system because you don't have to, because you're driving in it. Usually when you drive a hybrid, fuel efficient cars, they'll tell you, because this is hybrid, because this is a fuel efficient car, you're going to have to sacrifice your visibility, or you're going to have to sacrifice the fun driving factor. But this car, no, it's got good visibility, and it's just fun to drive. And I'm not a big fan of the sound generators, but when you do give it a go, it just makes that some sound. So, oops. Good brakes. There was just a camera detector on the top, but good brakes. It's a very nice system. Like I said, wish it had another motor at the back, because that would actually certainly improve the driving dynamics, like performance wise and also handling wise. So this is actually a very fun car, I think. So I mean, we're still in eco mode. So, oh, okay. So when you do set the cruise control, right now I set it to like 90 full. It wouldn't go above 80 because there's a camera detector right up there. So it's a very smart system. It's working with navigation. It's saying, you know, there's a camera detector, so you don't want to get a ticket. So even if I ask it to go to 95, it wouldn't just go. And we just passed it, and now it's going over the speed limit. So I don't know how it is legal, but it's legal here in Korea. I don't know. So, okay. Just people are just driving fast today. So I'm going to just put it into sports mode again and let you hear the motor working. 1, 2, 3. Wow. So this motor actually makes about 204 horsepower and 291 pound-feet of torque. And you know, electric motor just has that instant torque. It just goes. So I think it's a rather very different type of fun. It does not have that, you know, ear-thrilling sound, exhaust noise, but you know, it just goes very fast and it's smoothly. So it's another very fun way to drive, I think. Feels very stable even on high speed, because also the engine, the motor in the engine room is placed very on the bottom, which should help with the you know, balance of the car. And because the battery is just placed on the bottom of the car, just overall it feels very nice. I wish it didn't snow, and if the road was very clean, I would love to show you how this car actually handles around corners, but it was so slippery today I just couldn't do it. But maybe next time when they release a dual motor, be also a good chance to show you. But darn it, I really wanted to show you how this car handles, but just couldn't do it. Right now we just have a regen brake working. I'm not pressing on the brakes, still slowing down. So you can actually do the one pedal driving. You can actually lessen it. Yeah, just like that. So it's a very good system. And also the headlamp system is very bright. It's got a full LED headlamp system. Looks very nice too, and yeah. And also the Kia Soul with 1.6 liter turbo is also a very fun car. So if I have to choose between 1.6 liter turbo Soul and you know, this EV Soul, I probably will choose the one with 1.6 liter turbo, because that guy is just, you know, I love the 1.6 liter turbo. powertrain to begin with, and when you just put it on the sole, it just feels very fun. And yeah. Alright guys, this has been our another night drive with 2019 Kia Soul EV. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Do let me know what you think about EV Soul in the comment section. And before you leave, if you do love cars and car reviews, please do support us by subscribing to our channel and also hit the bell notification so you don't miss out in the future. Thank you guys and see you soon. Bye bye.